You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna say it. All right, what's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. Greatness is not like a light switch. So I was having this conversation actually with my son, where he feel like he can cut being good on and off at his discretion, and I'm like, but it's off way more than it's on. You're not even practicing to keep it on or how long it can be on. You're not doing anything. So it sparked this kind of discussion because he's not the only person who thinks like this. There are a lot of people, and I remember growing up, people fantasize their own greatness in their mind. Like, I didn't do nothing all year, but I'm going to show up. And I'm going to look real hard. And I'm like, enter me. I feel the force within, and now I'm going to be the greatest. And usually they wind up with their feelings hurt. They look dumb. They fail miserably. And then I don't understand what happened. Everybody else understood what happened. You didn't practice. You didn't work at it, so you suck. But I thought I could just cut it on and cut it off. I see people on TV doing it all the time. And those people on TV that you see doing it all the time, they practice on doing it all the time. That's how they got so good. They've actually been practicing at being great at whatever they're great at. They didn't just wake up, oh, it's God-given ability to do this. Oh, I'm never going to practice. I'm just going to show up at that particular point and go, I'm better than everybody in here who's been working at this for years. Because I just turned on my greatness. Nah, doesn't work that way. I want to be fast. I'm fast. I'm fast just like, if you put me on the football field, I'm fast like Randy Moss. Man, so you must run track. Why would I do that? I can turn on my speed whenever I feel like it. Randy Moss ran track and played baseball. That's why he could track a ball like that. Track and baseball and basketball kind of put together. Like, that's what that is. But I don't feel like I need to have to do anything. Like, I just want to do what I feel like doing. Because when I want to be great, I'm going to cut it on. And it's like, okay. So, hard work and dedication is not really your thing. No problem. But could you stop crying about not receiving the accolades? When people go around and they try to cut on their greatness and it don't quite start, it just, how can I say this? The battery went dead, why is my greatness not starting? Well, it's been, you haven't cut it on in 2 years. You haven't even knocked the dust off of it and the rust off of it. You just gonna cut it on. It's supposed to just show up and you're gonna be an all-time great just out of nowhere. Yes, man, I'm gonna get off the couch after a good 2-year stint of eating Cheetos and ice cream, and then, I have the power. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, you got the power of dumb. You got a whole lot of that. Unlimited. You the Goku of dumb. You a Super Saiyan stupid. Anyway. So what winds up happening is, along the way, we have to have these talks. Because I see people do this all the time where you're trying to figure out how come you're not at the upper echelon of life, when the people that you're staring at, you see them celebrating because you're out celebrating where they're celebrating. But so since y'all can party the same, obviously you got the same DNA. Obviously you're crazy to believe that. But you don't see these people at 4, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning. You don't see them get more done by noon than you get in a week. You don't see how they blow past you in life because how are they so great? I don't see them doing anything. That's because you ain't when you're doing nothing, they're doing all of that stuff. You're not even in the vicinity to see them putting in the work to become great. You know, part of, using this reference for you young folks. That's the difference between grade school, high school, college, and in the adult world. Use a sports analogy. If you notice, high school games, college games, and professional games are normally different in time. You have to, they build you up to the higher level you go, the more time you have to produce. So you can't start in Pop Warner and play a professional game as far as time. You in high school, you can't play a professional game as far as time. You're in college, you can't necessarily play a professional game in time. But when you get to a professional game, it's like, whoo, they added more time to this sucker. Man, I thought I was in shape, but I'm not. You got to do this how many times? Man, these people are not playing. They smart. What's going on? I thought I could just show up, and you're going to get smacked around for just showing up, because you have to be in shape for greatness. Even great people don't have great performances all the time. Sometimes, the stars align, and sometimes it just didn't happen for them that day. But they continue to work at being great. They're not cutting it on and cutting it off when they feel like it. It's something they learn to keep on. Keeps them sharp. You cut it off when you're done. You can't cut it off and never start. That's crazy. But like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch you on the next one. Peace.